Hello, everybody, every person out there in chat, everyone here on twitch.tv/RPGLimitBreak. What an honor. I am so happy to be here. I am the one and only, the lovely, sort of, GliitchWiitch. I'm here to play a video game, but not only me. Well, I'm going to play the video game, but it's not only me here. I have my lovely friend, also one of the developers of said game, Agent Moo, if you'd like to say hi.
Hello, everyone.
And what did you do on this video game?
I did a lot of the programming, project management, and promoting miscellaneous stuff, working with the co-creator, Steve Jenkins, on it. And I basically worked with him to kind of get a bunch of people together and turn his script and designs into a game.
So you have not only dev commentary today for this game, but you also have, I mean, I guess you could call my stuff dev commentary too, because I helped make this game too, mostly on like the playing the game and saying, hey, this part's cool, or hey, this part should have this thing in it. And also I was at many PAXs promoting said game in the booth, and that was a lot of fun experience. So now you have not only one, but double dev commentary.
Kat was the main breaker of this game.
I did. Many things got redesigned in this video game. I can fix that audio if the music is too loud for folks. I can fix that. Oh, that's making it louder. That's not helpful to everybody. Alright, we're gonna drop it to there. And hopefully that fixes it. Anyway, let's play this video game. I will say go, so whoever's on timer duty, I know you're out there and you're gonna be nice to me. Timer's gonna be starting when I select my file, and I'll say go at the same time. So I'll hit new game here. This is a video game. It is a 12-bit action adventure game, and I feel like I'm always going through my spiel here, but we'll have plenty of time to talk to that as I'm running around town doing whatever. So if everyone else is ready, well, I know your timer's ready. You got this, Kios. Ben, do you want to count us down?
From 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And let's go. So there's a fun bar in the options menu of this game that lets you determine how fast you can skip the cutscenes. And we have that cranked all the way to the top, so a lot of things just happen, and you might be like, what the heck just happened? So we are this gentleman named Boyd. We have a flashlight. This flashlight hits these shadow folks that appeared in our house overnight. And also, hey, there's a cat in the bathtub. Where is he? Well, okay, there was a cat in the bathtub and now you can't see it. My bad. It sounds like I could raise the audio back again, but we'll have time to do that maybe later. So if you're looking at my attack button there, it is kind of like a sort of Secret of Mana-ish system where you swing and you have a meter that drains when you do that. Which is kind of not Secret of Mana, but also at the same time, I think. I don't know. What would you say your major inspiration for this this swing meter is?
I'd say it's Secret of Mana, and a lot of the mana stuff was also kind of inspired by Link to the Past. Mm-hmm. Just kind of mixed in with stamina and the mana for your actions.
Absolutely. So we are moving out of town, and our cat has run away right now, if you're trying to figure out what's going on here. Also, I want to go use this thing right here. Father 3. I'd like to play it, but it's all in Japanese. Nintendo, we are literally all looking at you. Come on, get on it. Anyway, welcome to the soda shop that used to be called the beer shop, which I really liked a lot, but we changed that for, I think, Nintendo. Presumably. But we saw our cat run out of the back room and run into this shop here. Shout out to a lot of different chiptune albums on the racks there. And we're going to talk to Anna, who I only ever remember her name because it's Ben's wife's name, honestly. So this is the only reason why. And then, what did she tell us? Do you remember?
Oh, I forget. Something about records or... Oh, so, the shadow people in town or something.
Yeah, so she gives you a stack of CDs for your road trip to Truce Village, which is where you're moving to. And as well, like, you go outside and, like, the world is all shadowy and stuff. And now there's a giant panther attacking town. We found our cat, which is nice. So we're going to just walk in circles. and swing at it and hopefully don't die. I died when I was practicing earlier, so that's not a great advantageous thing. These guys are getting really pushy and I want them to not. So this is our first cat. It's a giant panther. It swings. We just kind of bap it with a flashlight until it decides it's over. My controller is doing weird things. But that's okay. That's done. A lot of cutscenes are going to happen. The cat is going to tell us to concentrate on the skulls. Also, the cat talks now. And we teleport back into this 16-bit world. And I'm going to try to use this... Oops. I minimized the game. That's probably not advantageous. To turn the game back up a little bit, because I liked where it was at. There we go. Okay, game's back up a little bit. Now we wake up in a 8-bit world. So, when I say this game is a 12-bit action-adventure, Ben, what do you think that means?
Yes, it is halfway between 8 and 16-bit.
I think I like it.
12-bit.
So as you're seeing now, we can only walk in 4 directions. We can swing right out in front of us. We no longer have a combo with the flashlight. And now we are in our first little cave. Our friend Scout greeted us at the entrance and like, well, if you're really cool with this, you can find us, you can meet us over at my cabin and you can figure it out yourself. So we're gonna solve some little puzzles. We can solve this by throwing a CD at another switch, which we're gonna see as a repeated mechanic in this game. As well, there's a little hint on the wall here saying, hey, don't throw items at switches. Don't listen to that. Do throw items at switches. This could be Breath of the Wild too. Could be. So we are stuck in this 8-bit world, but eventually we will be able to teleport between 8 and 16-bit. So, as well, at the soda shop, they give us firecrackers. So we can put firecrackers on the ground. Guess what? They act like bombs.
And they damage you, too.
They do damage you. A lot of my strats for killing things quickly revolved around bombing it and walking into it, but that's not a great strat. Thankfully, this game is very nice about death. As well, so we're collecting these eyeballs, and a lot of these enemies right here die in 1 to 2 hits, so we're going to take advantage of that to try to work out a few of these eyeballs. There's 2 different eyeballs that drop. They both count as currency. They both give you 1 eye's worth of currency. There are red and there are green eyeballs. As you can imagine, red makes the red meter go up, green makes the green meter go up. Most of the time we want green to drop. Because when green drops, we can attack more often. Oh, that's a really rude placement of poison. That's just really not nice, thank you. And so we solve our little puzzle there, which is hit that guy with a flashlight and we can move on. As well, we're going to move into this room, and honestly, when we were testing this room, the skull wasn't there in 16-bit, and we gave people the ability to transform back and forth. So many people got stuck in this room for so long. I felt so bad.
Yeah, you definitely don't want a puzzle like that in your demo that you're going to show at a convention where people are waiting in line.
Yeah, no. Oh gosh. So we found our way to Scout's room. Scout's got a lot of people in his house. There's a gentleman named Jacob. Our cat's here for whatever reason. And Jacob is in bed. We need to find some things to make Jacob feel better. As well, I routed this poorly. I meant to have 1 more eyeball before I got here because eyes are currency. We're just gonna go back and run over here real quick because it's gonna save us a bunch of time to
Your bones are money.
Bones are money. Oh no. So we're gonna upgrade our shoes, and what that does is mean we can run longer. Not faster, just longer. Well, you can run faster in the 8-bit world. But right now we're in 16-bit. So
no,
we have to go ahead.
I think Tim Rock must have played this game before he thought of that song about the skeleton's bones being money. Clearly got the idea from this.
That's the inspiration to that song, is this game. So we're gonna grab this little key here, because we'll need it later. Alright, so we're gonna bap this rock a few times, because we do want this currency. I'm gonna stop to kill a bunch of things. Ideally, we want to collect 75 eyeballs throughout this game. Now, most people only have 2, but we're greedy and we need 75. The running meter works in a way as such, and I think this is my fault, honestly. So there's an invisible stamina meter for running, and that it's got the same properties, I think, as the green meter, but it refreshes when you're not running, and when you're running, it goes down, obviously. So the shoes let you run more, and then you know, all that fun nonsense. Now, when we were demoing this game originally, the very first times it got demoed, I ended up finding a way to make Boyd, which is our main character, run forever. Just by doing this simple little shuffle move. And
the Boyd shuffle.
To do that. The Boyd shuffle, yes. And Ben didn't want that to happen, so Ben invented a new stamina system, which was make it share the green stamina attack meter, which led to like really disjointed gameplay. So the thing was, let's make another invisible meter. So this, you're supposed to use a bunch of these statues to get across. We're gonna do it with 2, because you can stand next to the statue and push it. And that lets you do this puzzle with 2 statues instead of like 4. Because you normally you'd want to clear a path and everything. Ah! What happened? That's not right. Okay. Statue, you clearly moved on your own. Alright. So we're going to activate this door. It's going to open a door, and we're going to take a little fall in the hole warp. Doesn't kill you, but it can. You're going to see the fall in the hole warp a lot through this game. So, while I'm going through this puzzle right here, there's a lot to reflect on in this puzzle that's coming up here. So, in the way of reflecting, how did this game come about? Where was it? How could people have heard of this game?
Well, people probably would have heard of this game a lot if they went to MagFest. MagFest was a place where we mostly demoed this game, and MagFest is always a lot of fun. But we got to really show this game that we've been working on for a while to a bunch of people and get some live reactions, including one person who got up to the demo station, into the house, tried to attack the cat, realized he couldn't kill him, and got up and walked away because he couldn't kill the cat.
That's a person we don't need playing our video game.
No.
I always like to use that reflect joke there because it's the first time you really start reflecting the CDs around. Which is another puzzle you're going to see a few times in this video game. So we're going to try to get these mind-blowing skeletons out of the way. And there we go. I did it right the first time here. I didn't go to the top section and throw the CD. And we hit another switch. So now we need to find 3 things here. We're finding Jacob's cane, Jacob's medicine, and Jacob's glasses. Because Jacob is stuck in bed for reasons, and I don't remember them. Honestly, like, despite being involved in the creation of this game and playing it through like 20 times, I don't think, well, 20 is kind of a low number at this point. I don't think that I remember the plot of this game other than their skulls.
That last puzzle we were looking at, when we had the bouncing CD, having the camera follow it was something that I added in after I got kind of like extremely frustrated just trying to get the puzzles working and troubleshooting them, because like once you send a disc off screen, it's impossible to figure out where everything's going. I set it up so the camera follows the disc when you shoot it like that.
So I assumed that it disappeared when it went off screen, because if you try to solve the puzzle backwards and throw it from the top, it doesn't follow the disc.
I forget what the trigger is. I think it's when it bounces.
So here's Scout. Scout found Jacob's glasses, which are actually 3D glasses for some reason. And he's going to give us another skull. Now we've got the yellow skull. This yellow skull is the shift power, which lets us, at will, jump between 8 and 16-bit worlds, which is kind of like the whole gist of it. It's the whole, like, I struggle to say gimmick, but it's like the thing of the game that you do. And now, at a push of a button, you can swap between them. You will need to do that to solve puzzles. For the most part, though, we stay in 16-bit because you move very fast. Now, you do go fast in 8-bit, but not like this.
The glasses, the 3D glasses are a reference to Dr. Jacoby from Twin Peaks.
I did not realize. I did not realize that. That's awesome. I recently just watched all of Twin Peaks this year too, so for the first time. All right, so we're gonna bap these skeletons and hopefully get more green drops. We are almost done getting, getting eyeballs. And I always end up at 75 in the same spot, so my strats work all right. So we can walk through these blocks here in 8-bit. So that's how we're going to get past that, and we couldn't get through here earlier. So we're going to run on through, hit more skeletons, which, like, honestly, skeletons are very slow enemies to kill. And if one of these doesn't drop the green, I'm just going to run past the other.
One of the other things with the upgrades is they affect the different worlds differently, because you can't run in 8-bit, so when you upgrade the sneakers, you have a higher movement speed in 8-bit, so that's another strat.
So is it just like straight up faster in 8-bit? I always figured running was the fastest method. But
I think you could probably clock the environment faster, like fully upgraded, but you'd have to kind of like balance the trade-off of how many upgrades you have to do.
Got it.
Versus like the unlimited run.
God, unlimited run is so good too. Which we can afford now. Well, we can't afford yet. It's 50 eyes, but hopefully we'll get there. Usually I try to kill a few extra enemies in the first cave and in town to make sure that we get there, but we're in a rush. This is speedrun, and it's most of this game, well, not most, a lot of the early game of this is routing out where you're going to get your eyes and where you're going to spend them. There we go. But we have all the items. We have Jacob's cane. This is the wrong direction. I'm going the complete wrong direction. Oh, I keep wanting to say ladder. But we have Jacob's cane, we have Jacob's glasses, and we have Jacob's medicine, so we just need to go to the end of the stage. No! Rude. Okay, I'm gonna kill this rock in 8-bit. I also, you hit things harder in 8-bit, don't you?
Yeah, you do more damage since you can't do combos.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that a lot. It makes me want to reroute this game a lot. Or, like, go further in the routing. Like, I'm the only one who runs it. There was sort of like a speedrun right when the game came out, but it was like an hour and a half to beat the game, and we can do better than that. And I kept saying, I'm gonna run this game, I'm gonna run this game, I'm gonna run this game. I think I teased Ben with it for like 3 years. But now we're here at some sort of speedrun marathon that I enjoy quite a lot, showcasing that. So we need our key here. We're gonna open this door, and it's gonna be our last item, right? Oh no, it's just a computer. It's a computer that's gonna create a bridge, half a bridge.
A computer.
So now we've got half a bridge. And we're gonna fight this dude also. Okay, I'm good with 49 here. Talk to Scout. Scout's gonna make the other half of the bridge because we have the items. We're not gonna run up to this thing because we need to conserve our run speed a little bit, because we've got to dash across this bridge. And we're gonna fight this bird. Does this bird have a name?
Oh, the bird name. Just the Raven.
Okay. So, all of y'all in chat, birds are jerks. This bird did something to Scout. Scout's taking a nap. And it's gonna try to literally throw haymaker punches at us. Come on. And that's up for the crow. Or the raven. We got everything we need. It still drops a single eye. We want that. Because that's gonna be our last point to get us unlimited sprint. And we're gonna make our way back up. There's gonna be 2 more birds up here, and we're gonna introduce them to a flashlight as well.
I'm thinking we should have done a like the end style defeat for that boss, where you can just wait and like bird would throw out all its feathers and die.
Oh no! It's dark.
It's like you can set the clock to kill the end in Metal Gear.
Oh, yes. So fight the crow for 16 hours and...
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to upgrade our shoes. There's a bunch of other things. Every little item you get, as well as your clothing and equipment, you can upgrade. We're mostly going to stick to shoes and one flashlight upgrade. So now there's going to be a big lore dump. The lore dump is the reveal that our friend Scout is secretly... Well, not happening yet. Wait, we have to talk to Abydos. Abydos is the name of the cat. Abydos is a good cat. And there's a lot of lore. And it's secretly Anna from the record store, who's part of this group to... What is happening with the skulls? It's this group that is apparently opposed to the Shadow People and needs to collect the skulls and the skull powers or something? And now, Boyd says, I don't want to deal with this, and he leaves on his own. I think that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
Yep, he just runs off. He's like, I don't want to deal with any of your conspiracies. I'm gone. I don't need to deal with this. And now we get to experience our first, our enemies that are the white robe spirits. I think these are my fault. Because I was saying, hey, it would be cool if you could have some enemies you can only fight in 8-bit and some you can only fight in 16-bit. And lo and behold, they show up in my favorite dungeon. Wait, I don't need to spend things there. This is I say this is my favorite dungeon. I really like this game. Or this level. It's such a well thought out place. Second only to the Egypt area. I like that one a lot too. What is your favorite locale in this game?
I'd say I like this level because it was fun to map out all the pathways in 8 and 16-bit modes, and also get the different rooms to use the world switching.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most fun for just developing the puzzles.
Yeah, this area is the first time that from the start to end they just let you go for it with all of your with all of the basic powers of the game, and like it's just really designed around it, and it just feels really well done. And plus, it's like a bunch of different challenge rooms, and they're kind of rad. So each room has a different computer in it. We need to activate all the computers to find our pathway out. This is going to give us a clean path out, but we're going to jump in the pit. We're going to fight some enemy. No. There's something going on in my left directions. Sorry, go ahead.
One of the things I did with this was, like every time you clear a puzzle, I kind of give you a safe way back. But yeah, for speedrunning, you do the even quicker way of just dying.
Oh, I might die here. So death is really not punishing in this game. You just kind of go back to the room you're in. There's no need for lives or any of those nonsense mechanics. Ouch! So you're supposed to maybe like look at the pattern on the ground, but Boyd's got enough health to tank a hit or two. I think it's like 4 hits on spikes you could take.
That's about right with like standard health.
Yeah. And we're gonna have standard
also
health
one
for the
thing
whole game. What were you saying?
Yeah, because that's one of the things that was that's an upgrade that depending on how you're playing, if death is part of your strategy, then helpful to have less health.
Mm-hmm. There's very few times we die on purpose, we die on purpose, but it's well, I don't think there's any times we like actually fully die on purpose. But a lot of the times we want to end up in that pit.
Yeah, this is one of the kind of annoying ones to get to the center.
Ah!
To your health bar.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to dodge these things because I don't want to switch back and forth, and my speed is not paying off. What I really should just be doing is just, gently. Nope. Okay, I'll take it. And now we've got this green ability as well, which stop me if you've seen an ability that creates a block before in a video game. We're gonna dump into that pit and use these platforms to get across here by swapping back and forth between 8 and 16-bit. Activate our last computer and we can head down to the next floor. As well, guess what? We're going in that pit again. It's gonna kill us too. but it's still faster than swapping back and forth over and over. We're gonna get some of these kills here. Come on. So, tell me about the music in this video game. It seems pretty good.
There's a mix of tracks from Disaster Piece, and his kind of early pre-Fez days, and Cheap Dinosaurs.
Yeah, would you say, so a lot of you people probably know, like, Disaster Piece's soundtrack from, like, Fez. Did you know that this was before Fez? God, I hate this room. I hate this room so much. This is the first, Disaster Piece was originally our artist to make all the music in this video game. But eventually another really exciting opportunity popped up for Jake, right? I think his name is. So he went off to go work on Fez, which is awesome. But this predates Fez. This is actually, this is a completely serious sentiment when I say it. It is the first ever kickstarted video game. Which, way before Kickstarter got popular as a platform. Like, it's not a hugely popular thing, like a huge success where it raised like $1 billion, but it was up there. It was up there with like $1,000 or something. But we did have Kickstarter confirm that it was the very first one.
Yeah, I think it was 1,500.
Yeah, that sounds about right from everything I remember. Oh god, please don't kill me in this corner. I have so much to live for. Ah!
And then we eventually got picked up by Midnight City. They helped us finish up the game.
Which was really cool. Okay, I need to go back and hit the switch, I think. Or do I need to hit all the switches? I don't even remember. Hey, we're good. I just really don't want to die right here. There we go. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we made this game on a incredibly small budget.
What a good time it was, though.
Yeah.
Not that I did any programming on it. I don't have any ability there. I just can say hi to people on the internet and say things out loud at a thing. I am so thankful, though, that you're the one who did pretty much every single interview, because I don't need that imagery out there anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna do this. I don't know if it's the long way or the short way, but using this power over and over is way better than pushing the block across. I think it's faster also. Okay, so we've also hit our 25. I've also, we're not gonna fight anything in this game anymore. Which is kind of sad. What's that?
Blue one's instant death, I forget.
The blue
there's just damage, because we've got red ones that are like instant death.
Oh yes, those only hurt you. There's red ones in the pyramid that will immediately kill you. I found a very fun fast trap here, and hopefully we'll be able to pull it off. Come on. We're just gonna go activate this computer right here. Jump in the pit, and run, and be here. And hopefully... Hey!
Nice.
That window is tighter than I'd like to. It's probably not as tight as I think it is, but it's tighter than you think. And going into this room with almost no health is awesome. So we have now in this room, and our villain Apophis is here to say something about something, but we cannot skip his text. And we are ambushed, and we cannot win this fight. You can fight as long as you like, it'll go on forever, you can't win. So we're just gonna run into an enemy and get knocked out. And now we're here, kind of chilling in future jail. And now he plays the cat, so now you know it's a good game. There's a cat stealth section. This split on my splits is called Meowtle Gear Solid, because it's a cat stealth section. As well, like, this area doesn't have an 8-bit map, but you can still transform into 8-bit anyway. I'm gonna go to the little... We are a cat, so we are going to break things. Because of course. It's like, hey, did you find a way out yet? It's like, nope, just a little bit of cat lateral damage, finger guns. The lovely folks at Cat Lateral Damage did put an Easter egg for our game in there too. So we a little bit of networking. What year was this game released? That is a good question. 2011?
2015.
2015, wow, okay. That doesn't seem like 6 years ago. And we're gonna go find out some security codes here. We're gonna get our stealth section, break all the things, yep. We're gonna get our first code of Justin, and we're gonna get our second code. It is Bailey. Surprise, video games. And we're gonna enter that into the computer up here. And now we're just gonna dodge around these things here. Oops.
Oh, you got busted. You're not going to get the achievement.
I've already got it. So I love when you get busted because like it plays their little like, oh, you got caught music, but also there's like a really sad meow. So this robot here, everyone is going to hide in that little alcove at first because of course you think that's what you do, but nope, that's where the robot goes. Alright. I can't really go around this thing.
I'm really not good at math, so setting up the detection for the cones took a lot of trial and error.
So does it follow the red line? Because I feel like it sees me even when I'm not in said red line.
There's hitboxes that move along where that laser thingy is.
Yeah, I feel like it grabs me more often than not.
It's more like cone of vision, and
Yeah.
it's kind of hinted by the thingy.
Mm-hmm. So it's not where the red light is. There's just an actual little cone in front of it.
It's just like that on the the pedestals that have the rotating one around them.
Mm-hmm.
Those the cone does rotate with the laser, but for the sweeper guys, it's basically just in front of them is their cone of vision.
Yeah, that's...
it's going... The laser is going back and forth between the range of their cone of vision.
Yep, so you can't sneak by it. I feel like I've snuck by it at least once, though. And I don't know if it was like when it was turning or something like that, but I swear I've done it at least once. Alright, so now we've activated our computer and opened our door. So we can go back through here to the computer room, and apparently the big problem is the cat doesn't know Unix or something, I think. So it can't, like, open the doors. Type. But now it's actually just a trap, and now there's a, the place is exploding. So we are going to, once again, navigate our pipes to get out. And they teleport us out. And we're back. Everyone's fine. We're back in town. They rescued Boyd, who has run off on his own before and now realizes, okay, I should actually save this world or something. And we get the yellow power. What does yellow do? Yellow does... Forgot what yellow does.
Yellow,
And lots of lore. Lots of lore. Oh, yellow is, let's just change dimensions again. We got it back. And we talk to this guy here, and he says, hey, are you ready? And we go on our next mission. I think this is Easter Island, right?
it should be Easter Island.
Yup. So we're going to go collect these crystal skulls, because those have power, and you're going to need them to save the world. So more watercolor. All the watercolors done by an individual who's extremely talented.
Sam Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
They did awesome artwork.
And so we need to go into 8-bit and read these two pillars, which gives you the first, like, 20 digits of pi, or something like that, which are the 2 passwords you need for these computers. Unfortunately, there's a lot of enemies now, and we are pretty much going to fight nearly none of them at this point. We've gotten all the upgrades we need, so really, as much as I hate to say, we're mostly just going to run through these areas. Also, shout out to those plants. They are very, very neat looking. Also, there's lava here. Lava's not good. The hottest sand. And so we enter our first half a digit into that computer, and it opens a door back at the beginning of the area. One of these days I might rat out like 100% run of this game. Get all the
I don't quite understand the physics of the lava sand, but it's bad.
Didn't you design the lava sand?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like areas that you can't step on, but there's kind of like a delay to it. So.
Yeah, it's like it's bad ground you cannot retread or you can't stand still. Alright, so we're gonna run past these guys, and now we go into 8-bit because you all know if you need to cross bodies of water, you become 8-bit. And shout out to Zora. Or not Zora. Out of my way. We're gonna go back into 16. I really love the difference between the 8 and the 16-bit areas. I like the 8-bit look a lot. No, this is bad. Wait, where am I? Why do I not recognize this spot? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. That's why. I've only navigated this area like 100 times. Alright, now we're going off to fight a crocodile who gets weirdly caught up on something. Oh, not yet. First we have to solve more puzzles. Another cave area. We need to blow up that door. And we need to blow up this door. We need to solve a quick little block puzzle here. And so the trick to all these walls is stay to the right, and you won't get hit. And you can walk along where the things are. I don't know if that was the intended solution to the puzzle. It might have been put the green block down and push it forward, or just eat damage as you run, but it's a solution that works for me. Alright.
Yeah, this one, I think it was originally going to be the block, but it became like too confusing to have to set up the block when you're like moving the other one when you're pushing it. Oh, yeah. Just kind of made it a little bit wider.
Here's a gator. I'm going to do some weird movement with the gator, and I'm going to move it to 8-bit here too, just as an experiment. So we're going to try to lure this gentleman. Okay, apparently he doesn't love moving in 8-bit. So apparently the new strat is swap into 8-bit because maybe his AI doesn't work very well. Because usually I get him caught up on that skull on the ground, like that purple dot. But I think we just invented a new strat. Because that was pretty quick.
All the enemies are affected by the same limitations in 8-bit.
Yup. They all are going to work a little bit differently in 8-bit, as just like you do.
Phantom Skull.
Alright, now Abados is going to strut out of the room. And we're going to go to my second favorite dungeon in the game. Which is like Egypt? It's got good music too. I don't know why this happens, but that does.
Oh yeah, this was this is a glitch when we upgraded the game to widescreen.
Oh.
It was originally 4x3, so we had like camera clipping tiles that you can't see in there. There were data tiles. So now we get more than one on a screen at a time. So it gets glitched and is infinitely trying to figure out which one to use.
Oh, that's awesome. I had no idea. I'd love to have this information now. So we're going to use a combination of our powers to solve this room. So you're going to put a green block there, or alternatively you could grind and upgrade your gray skull power, which makes a phantom that you control, and you can stand on that tile and run him around. But we don't have time to upgrade that.
Did you get the key?
I did not get the key. This happened last time to me. I just straight up didn't pick up the key. Like, why isn't this door opening? And we're gonna run up here. You do not need to fight these guys. You just run up and hit your computer and leave. They're all very upset by it, but it's okay. We can leave them to their party.
Go on.
We'll open this door. This is the instant death laser. This is the bad one. Don't touch it. Alright, switch back over to the CD. Bounce that. Open our switch. And dive into the pit.
Oh, I just saw a layer clipping issue here. Yeah, the bottom of that gold platform renders on top of the other tile.
I saw it too. So this room, I never remember if you have to kill just the red people or all the people. And now Ben's here, so he can tell me the answer.
I don't remember.
Wow, that has range. That's got a lot of range to it. Jeez. Well, let's find out today, here live. I like how the eyeballs persist through death. Yep, it's all of them.
That's everybody, I think. Yeah. Because I think my the code was all enemies. On screen is the
That would make sense. Alright, time for a good cat. Or a good doggo. Or what is it? Anubis. Doggo. Yes.
This is Doggo, yeah.
So, the 8-bit strats are new today. These are brand new. I've never tried these before. And I'm hoping that they're okay. I don't know anymore, honestly. Because you deal more damage in 8. So in theory... Also, the bosses seem to do a lot less when you're in 8-bit.
The stun seemed to be lasting longer. I don't know if I...
We're gonna go talk to Anna, and I think Jacob's missing or something. In addition to Jacob missing, also Abydos is in the wall.
Oh, Abydos, bad cat.
And now we're on the final area. We're on Mars. This game is almost over. I'm sorry, friends.
Abydos still thinks the level is 4x3.
Yup. So Mars is all about CGA, VGA, EGA, Game Boy, and Game Boy and Virtual Boy color palettes. So all the rooms have different themes to them. This is black and white. I really like the different themes a lot. This goes a long way. Here's our Virtual Boy room. So we're gonna hit the 3 switches on the right, and then we're gonna go back all the way down, and then go hit the 3 switches on the left. And then there's a fun clip that skips a cutscene.
So, the cool thing with this is I developed shaders for this that actually modify all of the colors to each of the palette that I manually set. But it didn't work on the distribution of Unity that's on the Nintendo Wii. So, on the Wii U. So what I had to do for that one is actually render a completely different copy of the entire game's palette for each of those rooms. So the file size is actually a lot bigger on the Wii U because of that.
Oh, wow. So that was a corner you're not supposed to get through. I think that's a Unity thing, that like corners are not always the most secure. But that skips a cutscene of a bunch of like pieces of floor showing up and like a door opening, and now in that case you can just run around and activate the cutscene. Now a lot of things just happened. Jacob showed up and betrayed us, I guess, and now we're part of the Shadow People? Question mark? And now there's a dragon.
And you're fully upgraded.
Yep, and we're fully upgraded. So
And
the
you got a
dragon...
really cool character on the stat screen.
Yup. So the dragon
I would say,
heads all correspond to a different power-up and a different skull power. So the green dragon head gets killed by the green power. The red one gets killed by the stun power, which is the red power. Yellow gets killed by transforming from 8-bit to 16-bit back and forth, and blue gets killed by the whatchamacallit, the phantom power, which is gray but close enough. So you do need to reuse all of your abilities here, and this is the final boss. Time will be coming up somewhat soon. Just a heads up. Oh wait, this is just gonna transform back and forth to hurt the yellow head. Oh, there it goes. And I kind of want to stay in 16-bit because this is my new testing ground. Or 8-bit because this is what I want to test things on. So we're going to try to kill this dragon head with this phantom power. Just by summoning a phantom and just driving it into him. Takes so many phantoms. Come on. I forgot when I usually do time. I think it's when the dragon dies, but it might be the cutscene after the dragon dies. We'll just do when the dragon dies. That's good too. So the final head, once it's out, just kind of goes wild. And you just gotta hit it with your flashlight or anything else. Everything will hit this head.
I'm just realizing now the phantom should aggro the enemies instead of you.
Yep, that is time, friends. And there's an ending where, you know... No, speed up! Ah! Sorry, I skipped the ending, but here's our credits. There's Ben's name right up there. Hey, look, there's my name at the bottom of that first group of people. I didn't want to skip the credits, I'm sorry. It went way faster than I wanted it to. What's our time? How'd that go? 43:17? We took some unfortunate deaths, so it's probably not the greatest time in the universe. Or it could be a world record by about a minute. Whatever works. So, yeah, I guess that was a world record by about a minute, everybody. So, shout out to that.
Nice. Awesome.
Hey, so I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for watching this cool little video game. I enjoy it a lot. I helped make it and bring it into this world, which sounds really exciting. This is a phase of my life that I fondly remember. A time where Ben and I would just pack up and go to a PAX and stay there in a booth for 3 days. Then he did more work than I did. Let me not overstate how my contribution, but it was a lot of fun, and just like interviews and like talking to a lot of press, and it was a cool time. And I always said I'm gonna speedrun this game. I'm gonna do it, and I finally did it. And now we have a decent time. It gets people can look at this game. Hey, you can buy this game on Steam. It's pretty cheap, I hear. And you know, yeah, it's a game that means a lot to me, and I'm happy I can put it in front of a crowd. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun developing this game, and a lot of a lot of work and a very little amount of sleep. So these days I don't do any game development anymore, but I do a lot of 3D printing stuff. It's at least something where I can set it to go and it can do stuff while I'm sleeping.
You know, that's the greatest kind of work, when you can sleep and work happens. Okay, well, I'm gonna say that's probably it for us. If RPG Limit Break or Questing for Glory wants to get one of those hilarious like hook things and drag me off stage, that would be really rad. But in the meantime, keep watching. We've got so many cool things coming up in this marathon, and I will catch you all hopefully at the next one. So long, everyone.